Alright, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Salakia. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Chakudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders up in Great Millstone who ruled well and taught us this truth. And a sincere peace and salutations to all our Akim pushing this word and truth and in all sincerity. It's the brother Kanan from the DC Church coming back at you with a quick video. And Lord's will, be quick. I'm just going in the spirit. Just touching on what brothers been touching on.
For $29.99 a month with a 2-year rate guarantee and no annual contract required when you add Xfinity Mobile. Plus, get a free 4K streaming box. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Limited time.
Just going into what brothers was going into on the, we're developing, And Lord's will, I entitled the video just that, we brothers, the sincere brothers, the hopeful elect, the hopeful 144, we are developing into leaders of the new world, and this is going to be the top job you can ever fathom, man. It's what we were created for. It's what our spirits were created for. So we're constantly developing. You can't walk around and Shalaki, you can't walk around and feel like you got all the answers, that you feel like you made it, so to speak, man. The scripture saying in Sirach 4:28. No, what's that? Sirach 3:17 or 18, I believe. The greater thou art, the more humble you should be. As soon as you get this knowledge, as soon as you get this wisdom, you automatically on a higher level than you ever been. We're aware of things that this world is completely oblivious to. Pursuant to Isaiah 6 and 9, where it says, pretty much make the eyes of these people heavy and make their ears fat, or, something like that, basically, shutting up the understanding of the people, roughly paraphrasing it. A lot of people understanding has been shut up from the truth, but we've received the truth, and what the scriptures say is that the truth shall make you free. So we've been put on a level, but we're still developing, and that's the point of what I'm trying to get into, is we're developing into into the office that is waiting for us, into that great office, man, to be able to be around a man like Yahweh Shah. When you read about Yahweh Shah, what made him so great was his rule over his spirit, his rule over his flesh. That's what made him so great. He was in complete control of himself in all aspects of it, man. Here it is. He had all the faith, man, which gave him all the spiritual power possible, man. When he was being put up on the cross, or when Pilate was saying, do you know I have the authority to free you? What he say to him? He said that you have no authority but what my Father has given unto you. And then Yahweh Shah also said, do you know I have the power to send legions of angels upon you? Meaning he could have fucked anybody up at any point in time, man. We seen him raise Lazarus from the dead, and all the other miracles that were documented and wasn't documented. Yahweh Shah had the spiritual power, but he still allowed himself to be crucified for prophecy's sake and for our sakes. Now I say all that to say is Yahweh Shah was so great, he was able to control all aspects of himself And that's what we're trying to develop into. It's not going to happen fully on this side, but a lot needs to happen in terms of shaping your character on this side until you get up onto them chariots, man. You know, and it's for your level of understanding. That's why 1 Corinthians, the 8th chapter, speaking about knowledge puffing up, you know, the scriptures say if a man knows something, he should know that he knows nothing, basically, roughly paraphrasing, man. So brothers shouldn't be walking around all proud, and not just with especially not amongst the brotherhood, but even in the world, man. There's a level of humility that you need to have and you need to display, you know, and that's a godlike trait, man. Even if you know the answer to certain things, you don't have to jump to say it. Read the room, you know, be wise. You don't have to be quick to speak. You got to sit back and observe, man. And that's how you're going to truly gain, man. The more you keep your mouth shut and you just soak up knowledge and you soak up other people's opinion, you will learn more, man. You will learn more about that person. Say if a person completely gone, they don't know nothing, but they sincere, and you be quiet and you just let them ramble, you'll figure out where you can help them, rather than shutting them down as soon as they say something wrong. It's just about being more wise, man. You know, like the brother did the video, the brother from Mississippi did a beautiful video that is not always the woman. If you actually watch that video, he's not really talking about, you would think just looking at the title that he's on the woman's side or whatever the case may be. That's not it, man. It's more so about you and looking into the mirror and being on your high horse saying, man, she's a woman, she can't correct me, this, that, and the third. You're in the wrong spirit, man. We all know about Eve, man. We know the warnings about Eve. But sometimes the Lord will speak to you through the people that's around you, man, that don't necessarily have the knowledge and the wisdom that you have, but you may be blinded in a certain situation and they got their eyes open in that certain situation. And you are rejecting wisdom because you're so proud and you think you know everything, man. So the point of this video is, brothers, including myself, check yourself, man. Don't think that you got all the answers. Don't think that you the shit, man. Because remember, this in Psalms 51:17, the scriptures say, the sacrifices of the Most High is of a broken and contrite spirit. You know? This thing is about being broken all the way down, man. You ain't supposed to be all up on your high horse and feeling yourself and smelling on yourself like you the shit, man. Because that's not what this thing is about. We have to constantly develop. We have to constantly get better so that we can obtain the office that we're all seeking for, man. Everybody that put on that border of blue and the fringes, and you got your garment draped over your shoulders, we have to be shaped into the position that we want. Ephesians, the 4th chapter, that you put off concerning the former conversation, that's your old conduct, man. That prideful shit is of the world, man. Remember, that proud look, that, I know what's going on. I know the answer to this test. You know, the Lord frowns upon that, man. The Lord frowned upon that. Because guess what? It was the Lord that gave you the increase, man. Pursuant to Acts, the Lord is the one that gives you the increase. So when you gain knowledge, you become more on a level. You should just be saying, call all Yahabashim Shah. Ba'Hashem Kakudash, you know, and the water to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua for giving you this knowledge, man. Because it was of the Lord that you got this knowledge. It wasn't of you. So you got to stay in the mind frame that we have to constantly develop and become the men that we're seeking to be, man. And you got to allow the Spirit to lead you there, man. Remember, man's goings are of the Lord. How can he then understand his own way? Proverbs 3:5, trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not into thy own understanding, man. This ain't about you. You ain't shit. The Lord, if it's not you, he can raise up somebody else to do this. So appreciate your position and constantly and continue to develop, man. All right? So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushua, Ba'Hashem Chakudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders up in Great Millstone who ruled well and taught us this truth. And a sincere peace and salutation to the brothers that's developing and growing in this truth, man. And shalom.